constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute.
Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snap in the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Dalton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll leave it with him. Got room to work. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down.
Timeout, NC State.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Boise State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Let's talk for a second about NC State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Burr. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. The 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our...
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
NC State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as say take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. try to get the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to... Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped. It is veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Burr. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He might want another play. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense returns to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Jennings. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Calls his own number. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, North Carolina State! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Complete downfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Sends it downfield. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Boise State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Push down for the tackle.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. Back open in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. He'll set up to throw. Finds his man. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The pitch to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick out. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Kendricks. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for...
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. has to pass, and he's got to make a play. Right on the money. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wake. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Leaves it with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Little over-anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Bird. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt is in the air. And the returner is stopped. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first. Just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT? I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And they're on top here in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. NC State quick to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea. Showing
that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Back's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, NC State! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. Want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Caught. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes an easy one to the back. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's fourth down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now on third down and at the very least trying to get into a little better field goal position. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime?
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Defense going to use a time here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive.
Let's go!
They want to throw it. Under fire. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff.